We are now live with Game 2 of UF vs DBP. The MVP for last game was none other than Elucida. And it looks
Good job.
like...
Good job, Elucida.
Very well deserved.
Looks like we are preparing for pick ban. I'm just checking real quick if we're ready to go.
Do you think much changes here in the pick ban, Hoagie?
Honestly, I don't see too much of a change in terms of pick ban, because some of the pick, maybe the Sin Sao instead of one of like the what is it?
They banned. Well, didn't they ban like Sivir?
Yeah, they
Was
might
there a third
substitute.
ban?
They might substitute the Sivir ban for like Sin Sao ban. Otherwise, I don't think that ban's gonna really change ban phase wise.
Okay.
So here we
I
go.
think-
Looks like we're getting into it now.
Starting off with Malzahar ban,
Makes
again,
sense.
taking that away. Let's. Oof. Oh, okay. Yeah, they'll be taking that away from Violet Sociocat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Certainly. I don't think these bans are gonna be much different from game 1 for either side, to be honest. The only thing I'd say they might ban is the Xin Zhao, and that's only
Instead
because
of
it's such a
Sivir.
strong champion.
In Sivir, I don't think it's much. I mean, granted, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to play Sivir because I play Sivir and she's pretty easy.
Well, it's really nice with the crit changes and crit ADCs being a little more stronger. That does push her up in the meta because her ricochet, if that first strike crits, the rest of them will crit as well. So she could be a really nice pickup here.
The Morgana gets banned early this game, actually.
Mm-hmm. Not surprised by that. I think they're expecting a Morgana pick, to come out of DBP in response to the last game. They're going to try something different. And then I think this third ban, it's probably going to stay the same for them. So they're targeting
it's
the...
a
triple
Kale
banning
Mhm.
out the mid lane. Granted, Kale could be flex top, Morgana could be support, but I think a lot of that was
That was towards Violet Sociocat.
Yeah, Kale
Absolutely.
Malzahar is definitely Ali, Vile Sociocat, and Morgana. As Jaboy definitely plays it well. I don't think it's good mid lane right now. I mean, it can be played
taking
there.
out the Vel'Koz this time.
Right.
Saying we were tired of that ultimate just shredding through us. The Kayn does come out, so we are now seeing, another very easily kind of carry the game by themselves jungler.
And that's very smart.
Mhm.
So we saw the Kayn ban last game in the first round. They first pick it this time, knowing that Happy's pretty much his one trick. Knowing that they didn't ban it because they knew they would just first pick it. So that's a good call by them.
I love the Lucian pickup here. The problem with the Jhin last game, although he was doing really well in the bot lane with Pyke, when you can't get around their front line, you're kind of screwed as Jhin. Like, you got to get through that front line, get onto the squishies. So Lucian's someone that can really cut through that. Picking up Nunu as well.
Nunu
good
pick,
front
yeah.
line, good engage. Might be able to move around the jungle a little bit better than the...
I mean, to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked by this Nunu pick. I don't think it's super strong. I mean, maybe it's a pocket pick for Happy. I don't think I've seen him play it, but if maybe he's been playing it, I have no idea. I didn't do my research. It's my bad, but hopefully we'll see some nice play out of it. And Aurelia Ashe picked up on the side of Oof.
It was actually really smart, because Mudkip. Actually, no. That's actually a really good. Even though that's not primarily what Mudkip's known for like his hyper carries, or his early game Lucian, like the Ashe provides that so much utility for the Aurelia to just jump on top of them and Kayn to just chain CC or assassinate them.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to reset this pick ban.
Really?
Yeah, so unfortunately, when they were trying to pick Ashe, the pro draft glitched. Aurelia was not a pick they wanted. it was supposed to be Ashe as the second pick. So we'll have to reset this real quick.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of the Ashe, I do like it as a pick. Obviously, going to lose lane into Lucian most likely.
Typical.
But they're really not trying to win through bot lane. Bot lane they say, hey, stay alive, do your thing, and when it comes to that mid late game, provide really good utility with ults, with the slows, and they'll win through the Pain and the Aurelia. So for as much as we've talked about in this league, carrying through the bot lane, although DBP obviously wants to keep doing that, saying, we don't have to, we've got our power in the jungle and in the top lane right now.
Certainly. Alrighty.
Typical PMA LCS, am I right, boys?
So we're heading back into it now. Here we go. They're gonna do the same pick and ban, so all the way through until
the second
until
pick.
the Ashe.
Right, until the Ashe. So take it away, boys. I'm actually going to get myself some Advil because my head is pounding. So.
Oh no.
Baby no, baby no. Can we get a rip in chat? Can we get a rip?
For the how many people watching? There's 5 people in here, and 3 of them are probably you, me, Chris.
I'm putting a bunch of box emotes.
Hey, there we go. You go, Jake Rubs.
Sup, J Grubs? Hey.
I'm really happy that. So when they were looking for a sub, I think in one of the other matches here, that I could, 'cause they're looking for like a high gold flat AD. I'm like, I can, but my usual space for playing is not available, so I would have been on a very uncomfortable bed, and I probably would have sucked major ass at it anyway. So happy he found someone else, and I could come here because this is a lot of fun. Like casting.
The premier bot lane. Let's go. We're the premier bot lane. And oh look, the pick bans are coming out. I wonder, does Happy by 3 play the Nuno? Oh my gosh, wait.
Yeah, you can check his OPGG. I'm not sure if he has.
I am going to check that right now.
Do it. All right. Looking to see what his third pick is. So they're not taking the Irelia. I really thought they were gonna take her to kind of, beast in the top lane again. Well, there you go.
Kind of does. He only played one game from him.
Bard in the bot lane.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense actually, especially coming from your boy. That's actually one of his more favorable mage supports.
Okay. That's nice. And I don't mind it as a pick for sure. Good escapability.
Good
pretty
roam
good
potential.
sustain, great roam potential. Pike coming in, Lucian Pike lane, very dangerous, very deadly. Still looking to kind of carry through that bot.
However, the Bard can match that damage with a Lucian against the Lucian and a Pike using his Q and his autos, his Meep empowered autos. He can actually match that, while Ashe can just kite them away if she plays it right.
Yeah.
So it's honestly just a skill matchup at that point in the bot lane. And then we see the Kled ban coming out against.
Once again, yep.
Against Necro Guy.
Yeah. They'll be banning out Zion, looks like here.
Guy
just gonna ban out the top. If they keep that top lane very uncomfortable, I think that is the best thing for them. So I just want to see another top ban here coming out from Oof. Because yeah, we do see Lissandra ban out.
Lissandra ban from Jumper J, which is pretty smart actually. And then the Cho'Gath quad ban against Violet Sociocat here. Violet Sociocat actually excels at anything that can help either bring objectives or have good team fight potential, pick potential, save somebody. She's naturally a support player, main.
I would really love to see something like a Rise. I don't know if Ali plays anything like
She does
that.
not. She does not
Okay.
play Rise, I don't think. Although, that could be a great pickup for her, actually.
I mean,
Vladimir.
as NA's #1 Rise player, I can say Rise is terrible right now. So,
Really?
wouldn't recommend.
Okay. I was saying just like, you know, if you're gonna try to carry through your bot lane, Lucian Pike, get something that can put out damage. Like I do like Vladimir, put out damage, but isn't able to really just be one shot. You know. We have Maokai going up into the top lane.
That's for Guy Fieri. Maokai is a very solid pickup for Guy Fieri, actually.
Yeah.
Good team fight potential. He's very good on that champion. I believe in Eric. I believe in Guy Fieri. You go.
Ooh, Nico into the mid lane.
No, that is... Yeah.
That is going to be...
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where they pick into that here, because they still have Violet Sociocat, their mid lane last pick.
Actually, it's very possible. I don't know if
They put her on
Symphonian
Vlad?
plays mid.
Oh, I
Wait
have
a
no
minute.
idea what's gonna go on
Wait,
here.
wait, hold on. Who's on?
I have no idea.
Necro Guy on Kennen and Violet Sociocat on the Vladimir, I think.
Wait a minute.
But I don't think I've ever seen Violet Sociocat play Vladimir.
Yeah, I was gonna say something seems wrong about this.
But it's preseason, so who knows? You know.
Yeah, who
Or
knows?
I could bring up the ribbon for all that matters.
This is intriguing.
Which, by the way, come support our team tomorrow. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, come
Although
support my team last night. Ha ha ha.
I did. I watched your games last
You
night.
did great last night. Although I had to go to sleep because I had to work in the morning.
Oh, you missed game 2?
I missed game 2.
Oh, well, we won that one, so.
Dude, I don't know if you heard the comment from the first game. So, I don't know which caster it was, like, typical Piper losing lane, getting carried to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because you, like, destroyed him in lane, and then their team just steamrolled you.
Yeah, we just lost around the map a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's going to be a consistent problem with a lot of teams early. I mean, I think we saw last game with DBP. They had a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, not much coordination. And I think that's to be expected in this first week of preseason games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love him putting I love them putting Happy by 3 on Nunu here. Because like as Jax, they really couldn't get him going at all. And he was trying to kind of be disengaged and trying to make plays, and it was really never working. So putting on something a little tankier, and you got Snowball, you know? You snowball in and soak damage, and that's your job.
You can even have that slow from your ultimate. That absolute zero, you can't underestimate not just the damage, but also the incredible amount of slow and utility you get from that ultimate.
The one scary thing about Nunu, though, which what makes him very powerful in, you know, a 5-man team where you got communication with your team, Nunu is so good at diving, with his engage, with his slows. But you have to know, like, how are we going to split that tower aggro? When am I going to come off? When do you have to go in? And so understanding that coordination can be really key into playing a Nunu here if they're looking to, you know, dive people early, which Nunu is incredibly good at.
Yeah, you know, I'm a little surprised they picked a Lucian as their first pick.
Really?
I think that's not strong into most games, into most teams. Though it's fine, I think, with their team comp. I think they probably should have picked something with more, a higher DPS in team fights. Because right now they're looking at the Nunu ultimate into Kennen ultimate type thing, with some
Into
Vladimir
Pike.
burst. Yeah, and well,
Yeah,
the Pike will be there certainly. With the Vladimir, I think they're gonna have a huge wombo potential, or huge teamfight potential, if they can get the engage from Nunu right immediately into his ult to slow them. The Kennen can then go in on that slow into a Vladimir AoE damage, and I think if they had a crit ADC pumping out DPS, that would have been so ideal here. Lucian's probably fine, but I'm a little worried about that damage though.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about that bot lane matchup too, actually, because Lucian, at least into Ashe, like I love a Lucian matchup when I play Ashe. Like I play a lot of Ashe. Actually, if people didn't know, but Ashe into Lucian is very nice because you can just kite him away. So like play him right,
well,
just keep your distance.
As a Lucian, like your number one thing is to dominate lane, especially once you have like a Cutlass. You know, you're still going Blade of the Ruin King first item. Once you got that Cutlass, you dash in, get your 2 autos, Q, get your next 2 autos, use a Cutlass, and they're usually down like well over half their health. The problem is when you're going to an Ashe Bard, if you use your dash to go in,
You have no way to
it's
get out.
so easy for them to stun you up, chain you up, kill you. Especially when Ashe hits 6, just air you right in the face. So Fudgy Ditters may have to be careful with how he tries to make those trades happen.
Certainly.
The auto range is actually a little bit longer on the Ashe than on the Lucian.
Little bit.
She has a little bit more. Not,
Yeah.
especially with the volley.
I'm curious to hear from you. What's your build path on Lucian?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Usually the standard one right now is the Bork into Black Cleaver. I do run that most of the time, though the crit build on him is getting more popular now. It's stronger, I think, personally. The IE rush into like Phantom Dancer, I think is very strong on him.
The way I've been playing him lately, that I felt pretty good. I still rush Bork because it just makes him so dominant to have that.
Mm-hmm.
And you dominate in lane, obviously it's much easier to keep going throughout the game. But I would actually take Essence Reaver second.
Essence Reaver second, interesting.
Essence Reaver, that getting 1.5% mana back per auto, lets you to stay out a lot longer. If you want to go quickly push a wave, get out, take a jungle camp, you haven't just run out of completely. It helps you stay into the map a little bit longer, hurt the people a little longer. And after that, going just straight crit build. So which that does give you 25% crit.
Mm-hmm.
Then going into the IE, followed by some kind of Zeal item, most likely shit.
Okay, that's an interesting build. I'm looking at that right now. There's a bunch of statistics I'm looking at. Seems like Bork first item is still very popular. Essence Reaver second item isn't very popular, but it does have a semi-decent win rate with 126 games. It has 56%, so that's pretty good win rate.
Yeah.
The core still seems to be the most popular. Seems to be the Bork Black Cleaver. My bad. But looking at specific items individually, the Infinity Edge pick rate is still it's like a very popular pick in 2000. There's 2,083 games of it, and 56% win rate with just Infinity Edge. Phantom Dancer, 58% win rate. And then comparing that to Blade of the Ruin King and Black Cleaver, Bork has 53%, Black Cleaver has 55%. So the crit build is actually higher win rate. At least in terms of the statistics I was looking at on op.gg. But I'm not sure if that's still, popularity-wise, it's still the Bork Black Cleaver thing.
I would like to see. I think I would like to see Lucian pick up a Phantom Dancer here. Just to because I could see him trying to carry this game, and being a very, very strong thing. So if their focus is going to be on him having that electric shield, being able to stay alive, maybe the way to go.
Oh, certainly. I definitely agree. I think that's why I usually, especially into a game like this, I would certainly pick the Phantom Dancer over almost any other Zeal item. Just straight up looking at the team comps right now, I think if he wants to be able to fight against a Kayn Maokai, he's gonna need to have his own peel. There's no way his team, none of them are gonna peel for him, to be honest.
That is a Hail of Blades art. Oh my.
Hail of Blades Bard. Oh yes, that's a thing.
You know
Wow.
that's actually very.
I did not know that was a thing at all.
It makes sense because of the meeps, right? Meeps empower Bard's auto attack. That's how Bard gets a
Yeah.
lot of his damage. Except you have a limited amount of meeps anyways, so like having that attack speed drop off really doesn't matter.
But the
Because
thing is,
a
like,
lot of his damage.
That's still like, you're talking about somewhat extended trade to get 3 auto attacks off, and into a Lucian peak, I feel like you're much better off. You walk up, get an auto off, and if you have something like Comet getting that extra damage, you can kind of walk it back. Especially if you're in a lane that your job is to sustain, not feed the Lucian, not feed the Pike. I'm not a fan of Halo Blades here, but I'm also not a Bard player. So, if he destroys on it, then I will eat my words.
The thing is, though, the thing with that lane, like I said before, the Ashe and the Bard can kite away that Pike and Lucian very easily, in my opinion. At least, I don't know what you think, but I think you can kite that.
Certainly, I think it's possible. It's gonna be tough with the slows, and I don't know if it's very easy. It's the slows are a lot. I think you have to be very mindful of the Bard slows and the Ashe slows on her autos. Those are gonna be a pain in the butt to deal with for Lucian.
What do you think about the Predator Pike?
Steven,
What's up?
you need to fix the scoreboard on DBT versus DBT and OOF on your stream.
Oh, you're right.
It
You're
says
right.
0-0.
I did not do those yet. My bad. This one
Just
is
reminding. As a friendly reminder.
So Oof took
Also,
game one, right?
Did win game 1, correct.
Cool. Here we go.
However, I do believe in DPT. I do believe in them. They can do it.
Welcome to Summoners.
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay,
Bringing in that positivity from work.
Cool. So something I wanted to talk about
30 seconds
that I
until minions
didn't
spawn.
quite get to touch on was the this is going back to the Lucian thing. The Essence Reaver, I believe, is actually going to be very strong with the new crit items on Lucian. So I think the ideal build I'd like to see here is Zerker Greaves, i.e., then into a Zeal item, preferably Phantom Dancer, and then into Essence Reaver. And that will give approximately like 70-75% crit. I don't know the exact number.
Yes, it would.
75%?
Or no, I'm sorry. That should be 80 because I think Phantom Dancer gives 30.
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact values. I know 25 from IE, 30,
And
55,
25.
and then 25 again. So
Yeah.
80. So that's a 80% crit. That's, I mean, obviously a shit ton. You have the increased damage. You get your mana back, so you don't really have to. That was the big problem with the crit build on Lucian, is getting the mana back. So if you build Essence Reaver third item, now you have now you have the mana back. You have the cooldowns on your abilities. You got 20% CDR.
And I can see why you wouldn't want to go for here, just because like you're not going to be trying to trade like that into an Ashe Bard lane. And with crit, you still be able to cut to the Maokai later on.
Right. The crit build is basically an alternative to the Bork. The reason the Bork was built first, I believe, is because crit items were so bad that it took too long for the Lucian to turn on when he's already a strong laner, and you want the strong laner to obviously be effective in lane, so building the Bork first is far more effective.
It also helps them like stick on to the enemy a lot easier with stealing slow.
Ooh, great dodging there in the bot lane as Oof tried to go in, or sorry, DBP tried to go in with the level 2 advantage. Great job from Oof backing off. That could have ended really poorly.
And I noticed you, J Grubs, rooting for your team from your bench. I noticed you.
I don't
I'm
got
giving you a
time to
shout-out.
notice you.
Wow, so rude. Hashtag rude.
I joke. It's good to see that you're watching your team play, you know. That's awesome.
Oh, we do see early gank from Kane on the Kennen. We just have pretty good escapability early on. So not much will come from that. Trades coming in.
Oh, a great trade onto the Ashe.
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
Yeah, he timed it really well with Bard going back, trying to set up some shrines there. Was able to just kind of go in and get his classic E double auto, Q double auto. It'll trade harder than any other AD.
You know what I'd really like to see here is Hansu start, skirmishing with Happy. I think obviously he wants the red Kayn builds. Blue Kayn is not good, and to get that he's gonna need to either hit the Pyke or the Nunu. And I don't think going bot lane for him is gonna be very successful. So I'd like to see him start to do some one-on-ones with Happy by 3.
Yeah, coming in for the top king again. Again, easy out by Guy Fieri.
It's interesting that he's focusing the top lane. I don't know why that might be.
I mean, definitely, the problem is all 3 of these gangs are hard to gank. Like, all 3 of these lanes have good escapability.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
So he's kind of in a rough spot. So you think you're right. He may want to focus on just the jungle, but great presence there. Look at that. We finally learned, hey, Kane's going to try to come in my jungle. Violet Sociocat coming up to say, no, you can't do that. And keeping things fairly even in the jungle for now. I'm surprised to see a minion dematerializer up on the cannon top lane. Anyone know what the reason for that would be?
He has trouble early on shoving waves. The electric, what do you call it? The W. I'm not sure what it's called. It takes a little while to level it up to really get that wave clear going, where you like E through the wave and hit W.
Okay.
So to clear a cannon minion, that's probably why.
Okay.
He also might be going for the auto attack based cannon build, in which case that's definitely a good move because he's going to struggle with wave clear for sure, and having that extra wave clear damage is going to be very important if he's playing the split push build.
And another important thing to note is that with any dematerializer, I like that rune, especially if I know I'm gonna get zoned out of lane very quickly, and like somebody's, for example, the jungler's gonna come kill me all the time. If you're zoned out, it doesn't matter if you're zoned out because you can just take.
Oh, Hailblade Bard. Doing really good damage. The stun actually stopping the Pyke there. I thought the other bar was gonna get queued and pop right back into Lucian. Oh, standing stone Lucian can't do that next to the wall. Heal coming out. Tower shot going on the Pyke. Oh, Ignite comes down. Flash off Mudkips and will survive.
No summoners for the Ashe, however.
That is very true.
Very weird. Fudgy backed off there. Pyke got the double stun. Fudgy could have just autoed the Ashe, once or twice.
I think he panicked once he realized he had been stunned by the Bard. But you gotta understand, as we see a gank coming in on Violet Sociocat, who is level 6. And damage coming out from the bot lane as well. That was a beautiful stun coming out from Bard. Wow, some action going around the map right now. Like I was saying though, I think that Fudgebears got a little scared once he realized he was stunned into the wall. But you have to understand that Bard's got exhaust. And so there really isn't a lot of really quick kill potential there. And if I understand that the support I was facing against had exhaust versus Ignite, I may have continued to go in there. But
I mean, I think, especially since he has press the attack, like one more auto, even through exhaust, combined with the Ignite damage, I think would have been enough to get that kill there.
It looks like Elucid is having a much tougher time this game, like finding good ganks, and perhaps it's also on the side of the DBP just being smarter about respecting the jungler who can really easily carry the game. Nunu's been avoiding skirmishes really well. Great damage on the Guy Fieri up there on the top lane. Might have to go back. He does have a pot still, and he will end up back. Okay.
Okay, so Hansu's going for this dragon. don't
wow,
think they know
sneaking
about
a
it.
Solo dragon. No, they have no idea.
And that's very smart from him. I mean, he's not getting anything done in lanes, so getting that dragon for his team is going to be huge.
Yeah, right here, this is something that like the DBP will have to work on as a team communication. Like the fact that the oof bot lane isn't there, and that Kane is going to be able to solo dragon without any contest, anyone even going up to check on it, that can't happen. If you want a chance at winning any of these games, you can't just let a jungler kind of do that for free.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have any vision in the blue side jungle, and that's exactly why that happens. If they can't see where Hansu is, they
Oh, there's a
can.
pause. Typical PMLs. Yes, there's this pause.
Wait. What on earth
Interesting.
happened? I can't.
I think
The
they're
chat just
starting-
like went forever.
Yeah. I
It's like Vlad Socio Cat had a frozen game.
Yeah, so what happens in that moment, anytime someone types during a pause, the timestamps are all identical. So that's why it's just going to spam your chat with like a huge chunk of text.
It looks like we were coming back in. Awkward for the Pyke there, who did have a stun onto the Nico. But, oh well. It is what. Head by 3, gotta be careful. You're only level 6, 2 levels down from that top laner, and we'll lose the vision battle there in the river.
Yeah, so as I was saying, there's no vision on the blue side jungle. They don't know where Hantu is at all. I don't think they have a clue where he could be right now. I mean, they might think he's heading to his top side, but that's only a guess. Honestly, he's probably, yes, he's recalling.
Oh, nice stun onto the
Oh, beautifully done. That should be a dead Ashe. Oh, Pyke missed the ult, but does get the auto off. Bard doing what he could to save her, but that was just nicely played by the Pyke.
Yeah, it's
as we do
unfortunate.
see-
I'm sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. No, you please.
I was just saying it's unfortunate that he missed the ult there. You know, the Lucian doesn't get the extra gold for that. Still fine. The
Yeah.
Ashe will miss this wave, so
Noticing
already
he
had 30
is
farm.
going for that Bork rush. We were talking about you'd like to see the crit build done. And Hail
Holy
Blades, oh my goodness. Hail
Jesus.
of Blades damage. You guys were so right, Hoagie. Like, I didn't believe in it, but there it is.
Yeah,
It's
in
the
the pudding.
meeps, man. It's the meeps. It just hurts.
I mean, early on,
I
there's
win.
just nothing that an AD carry can do. It's the same idea
Yep.
as Cassiopeia, you know, you just hit Q. With the bard, it's
Yep.
just you hit Q and auto 3 times. Like, what is an AD carry gonna do when he has a cutlass?
I would really like to see the Nunu try to have a little more presence around the map as we see skirmish going around the jungle. That was an interesting snowball.
And an interesting cannon all.
Mm.
And an
Ashe
ult
from downtown.
An intriguing,
Oh, Pyke! No vision in that brush. Well done. Heads up by the Bard. Pick up that kill.
Goodbye.
it's really good for Hansu right there. Getting that kill, that gold, and the transformation, that's gonna be very strong. I would imagine very soon he's gonna have a transformation.
Now right here, Fudgy Ditters, you go right in on Ashe. Ashe has no ult. Does have both suns up, but 1v1, you should win that really hard.
Correct.
Perfect. This is exactly what Hansu needs to be
Yeah.
doing.
Well done, well ult, well played.
And he gets
It was
out.
a good attempt by half by 3 for the ult.
Yeah. Savonian's still going in on him. Does have ults. And there it goes. Well done. Nicely played. And a double kill coming in. So looking still to carry through
Very
the bot
nice.
lane. 3 kills on the Pyke.
Yeah, and both of the kill golds went over to Vladimir, so
Oh.
don't forget that.
That was a couple of canceled autos. Oh, Symphonian will go down here, diving the Ashe.
A little
And
aggressive.
not really respecting the slow that's going to come out of there. So, man, that's rough. That was something that really did not need to happen because that's double buffs going over the Ashe. That was shut down going in. But otherwise, you know, losing lane really. Down by 30 CS. A little bit of misplay there.
Also plating, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm I think he should have his. Does the Hansu have his transformation yet? Okay, oh yeah, he
no.
does. He does.
Oh, he does? Okay.
So he got his red. His red transformation.
He hasn't transformed yet.
Should have it though. I think I'm. Yeah. Yeah, no, he has it.
Oh.
He chose the Dark Insight, so.
Okay.
Yep,
It's weird. It usually shows up on the mini map as like his transformed little thing, but it didn't. Spectator.
Weird. Which, anyways, Blue Flames, you are correct. Fiesta has already begun.
Honestly, these two games have been fairly calm. You know, thinking about how it is the PMEA LCS, EMA, yes. But I will say, as far as the jungle matchup goes, like, I would like to see Happy by 3 trying to gank a little bit more as he does look for the bot lane here. As a nudie, you gotta make your presence known. You have so many options to come in. You can come in straight from the lane with a snowball, and something like Ashe that doesn't have a lot of escapability. You gotta try to make plays like that happen when you're trying to carry through the bot lane. So, we'd still like to see good presence and pressure from the Nunu into the bot side.
A lot of fighting for this Infernal Drake right now. So
Both pretty scared to pull the trigger, as they will try to collapse on Associate Cap, but Vladimir, you're not gonna make anything happen with that.
It's really weird. The directed camera doesn't seem to want to go to Dragon Pit when they're taking Dragon. I don't know why.
They like fight better. Duh.
Yeah, like one person hits a Q on somebody, and it's like, oh, hitting a Q is more important than the dragon being taken.
There are two TPs. Kennen is walking down as Maokai is now TPing in. This will be the chance to go in for the fight. TPing in right now.
Oh, they're going in on the Nunu right here. Nunu's gonna get picked out. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Oh, he does manage to die from the ignite. Nice stopwatch from Guy Fieri. But he wasn't able to get his ult out, I don't think. There's not enough damage coming through. Great focus on the side of Ook here. And that is 3 kills for 0, and they will pick up the drag on the back.
I think communication is really on point. They have to be coordinating all of that. You
Yeah.
can't.
I'm not sure what happened. Like, they were just letting the Kane smack the Nunu until he died, and Happy by 3 wasn't really doing anything about it. He didn't want to run away earlier, didn't want to flash earlier. He wasn't really sure what his team was going to do. So I think you're right. Communication definitely faltering for DBP in that moment.
In my experience with the EMA LCS, the most important thing, it doesn't matter how good you are mechanically or understand how that game mechanic of like a solo queue player.
What you mean?
You have to understand like what your team needs. You have to understand. You have to be nurturing. You have like to be I guess the team, quote unquote, the team player.
Oh hell no! I ain't no team player. I take all that
dude,
credit.
I've seen you be a team player before, as in like coordinate what you need to do, what you need as a premier mid laner, you know.
Yeah, I mean certainly there's the. I think it's a little shocking. A lot of people expect a team with Ali on it to have that good shot calling, have that communication, but it's much more than just one player, and that's what people don't think they realize. You know, yeah, she's gonna have some good shot calls, some good strategy, but the rest of the team has to be communicating. Yeah, the rest of the team has to be communicating as well.
Interesting double ganks coming up. Interesting Maokai ult. Now be down, but good presence from both junglers, making sure nothing too crazy happened in there. I don't think they try to dive this top, but then again, I don't know. They will back off the tower, it seems.
Blue Flame is flaming.
Oh, guys, no. Oh. I don't think I have to damage too much here. Okay. But guys, DBP, you have to decide if you are going to back way off that tower into your second tier, or if you are going to stay under tower and try to fight the dive, but you can't get caught out in no man's land right there. You have got to make a choice, and you have got to make it quicker, or else that will happen.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of hesitation. Everybody on the DBP.
Flash Q. That is most likely a dead Ken. Oh, it's able to flash out and escape. Allie, get away from
dead.
him.
Ken's dead. Oh,
No, Ken's good. That was a flash out from Vladimir as well, so helping the Ken survive. I'm very surprised he survived all that. But we're now once again seeing jungle dominance. They're just gonna able to walk around the map here, do what they want.
If you notice, it's not as an insane jungle dominance from last game.
Definitely not. Definitely not, but still, the news is not really able to make anything happen. And like I said, I really think you should be looking straight into bot lane right now, because that's where your power is. That's where your kills are. You got to get that tower. It's almost a few hits from being done. Once that tower's down, you can start to go make other plays around the map.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem DBP is having is that they're trying to wait until their jungler does something to really be proactive on the map. The only one who's being proactive other than that is Symphonian on the Pike.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that's good and all, and that's good that he's making those roams, trying to make things happen. But if the jungler is not being, it's not even necessarily unhappy by 3. If he's not able to be proactive, like this game or last game, he really hasn't had the opportunity to. Then the lanes have to be trying to make plays themselves, and it seems like DBP is just content sitting there last hitting minions and letting the entire map just go away.
And so yeah, Fudgy Ditters, I mean, taking another CS advantage. You saw this happen last game. And yeah, he's got a 450 gold bounty on him that just went away. I saw. What the heck?
Yeah, so the way the CS bounty works, it's like a scaling bounty. So he probably has like a 410 gold bounty or something like that. After he gets this wave, he'll probably have a 450 bounty again.
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, you're right. There it is. So he's farming up. He's farming very well, sitting like 9 CS a minute. But yeah, if all you're gonna do is farm, let the other team kind of take control around the rest of the map, you're gonna be too little, too late.
Right.
The game's gonna be over by the time you get strong enough to even do anything.
Especially with a Lucian Pike lane, they're so much more mobile than the. There's actually no, I would say Bard is pretty mobile, but.
So I think the second Infernal Drake coming up here, and if it does go over to the side of Oof, it's going to be a very large uphill climb for BDP. Noon's gotta be careful.
If you have my meeting, just kill him in the.
Ashel does miss. The Kane is low, but in ult right now. Nicely done, great ult. Kennen will fall to the Kane. Allie trying to come in and deal damage where she can. They gotta get rid of that Kane right now. Heal coming out from Ashe. Budgetators Bork gonna try to 1v1 and will end up trading kills with Ashe. As Lucida comes out and decides just to back off before anything worse happens. Pike, oh, beautiful, beautiful ult coming in there. As that was end up trading 3 for 3. And, I think that was worth it on the side of DBP.
Yeah, it was not too bad of a fight for them.
Yeah.
But again, I think it might be. I mean, the gold's pretty even, but I think it might be too little, too late in just terms of the team play. We're seeing so much more domination, so much more coordination from the side of Oof, and the way they're operating is just each member. Like Hansu is being proactive everywhere. The Maokai is roaming around with the team, and the Kennen's still sitting top lane trying to farm. The Lucian's bot lane trying to farm, and I mean, Oof's having their way.
Yeah, who cares about a CS lead if the rest of the map is just like taking objectives or getting whatever? It's like.
I do notice that the early execution is coming out from Lucian. I think a very smart buy if you're gonna try to help carry this game and not let Pain do his thing. Ooh, trying to make something happen, maybe flash sliding, but yeah, it's a little misplay there. I'm happy by 3.
And definitely a misplay from Oof too. The Nico started auto-attacking the ward, and they almost gave away that they were taking the dragon. If they just had waited, they wouldn't have even known.
Another thing that Oof is doing pretty darn well. Look at this, like all these wards on the map, from the trinket to
Oh man, getting caught up the pike there. That's a very good ult from Sociocat. Oh, stun coming in from Bard. Great. They do trade a kill from the Maokai, but that Bard stun was oddly to shut down Fudgy Ditters from really moving around and getting any more damage off. I thought they had a chance to make that fight turn there with a great ult from Violet Sociocat, and but you know, too little, too late. Even though there wasn't really a huge gold advantage, it's now up to about 3,500. Obviously, you can feel that it's still going very lopsided into the in terms of Oof right here.
And honestly, the way I see it, double Infernal with a Mountain Drake is basically like having another like 4K gold on top of that. I mean, at this point in the game, it's basically like they have a 7K gold lead right now.
So we're back to this idea of, all right, ward up, no Barons on the table right now, and try to get the jump on somebody, you know, because if you can win this Vision game in at least just a teeny bit part of the map, then you might be able to get a pick on somebody, and you might be able to try to control what's going on a little bit more.
set up a trap, as they say. Set up a trap.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do. They need to set up a trap. You're completely right. They need to get a pick. If they don't get a pick, I don't see a way that they can win a team fight. Ali had the right idea there, warding
They
for
are
Baron.
sending for bot. They gotta be careful because DBP wants to take this tower.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, I think Fudgy knows he's going to die here. They've got to fight. A little awkward in the ult, but he does end up killing the Bard. Escapes the Nico ult damage, and we have a TP back in from Vladimir. 1v3ing as Jover J does take out Fudgy Ditters, and Guy Fieri will fall to the Ash. Double kill going out. Flash coming in. Elucida a little low on mana, I think, to continue this chase. He will continue just to say, hey, you know what? This is my jungle. I'm going to clear your wards, and I'm feeling really, really strong. Not scared at all. Happy by 3. Yeah?
Right.
No, go ahead, Huggy.
Even with that, like, clearing the ward right there, that's actually a pretty smart move because you're not gonna catch that fucking Vladimir. That thing has the pool thing, the healing, you're not gonna catch him. Like, just securing that, small things add up, right? Small things add up. And that little, like, denial of vision, like, those, it add up. And
Alright, there we go. So now, they should be able to lock down Necro Guy here. Fudgy Ditters. Yep, there you go. Kill is going over to Sociocat. So right there, that's, you have a very, very good chase potential with the Lucian, and with the Nunu there. So I think that was a very smart choice. A little overextension, Necro Guy. Oh, another Death Rush, another Dead Pike. Ali feeling pretty strong to go in here as the ult does land on Nunu. He did. Oh, very nice flash coming from Ali. Nunu, I don't think you win this, my man. Get a nice healing off of his Q, but you're just having to flash out. Kane ult is on top of him. Can they save him? No, he will go down. As we have 3v1 on Elucida here. Gotta be careful. Nice pull. And healing up. Finally, the King does go down. 900 gold shutdown.
And I think that was a bad idea. I don't understand why Oof isn't playing around Baron right now. Now the Dragon's almost up. It's another Infernal, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm just surprised. You know, they went for that bot lane play. They got a 3-for-1. But I just, if they want to end this game, you know, I feel like there was 3 minutes on the Dragon at that point, and it was just a tier 1 tower that they were getting with 2 people bot lane. So trade the tier 1 for Baron, you know?
Yeah. I'm not sure how Half-Life 3's doing. He doesn't quite have his team with him here. Oh, more flash coming in, and that'll do it for him. Yeah, you gotta wait for your team there. If you're gonna do a snowball in, that's a really good engage for your team. Gotta wait, gotta be patient. I do hope that Oof notices the potential for BDP to really come in with a strong team fight, as Sociocat and Guy Fieri both get a little bit stronger. Having those huge ultimates can really turn the tide here, and they've got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's even closer. I mean, the gold lead is still, I believe, 7K or almost 8K now at this point.
No, it's only 3K.
Well, with the triple, actually, it might be even 9K.
Oh, yeah, triple in front. Yeah, no, I hear.
Yeah. I mean, that's like 9K, I think, total gold lead. In terms of how much damage they're going to be able to output. It's basically like the Ashe has another item.
Might be a little... Nope. Oh, I don't know if that was meant to be taken.
That bar portal actually.
Oh, man. I think that was a misclick by both of them at the same time. I have no idea why they think they would want to go through that portal, so I think that was just a misclick.
I think that was a miscommunication. Which the important thing that TMA LCS players need to know, understand, is that communication. Go there, don't go there. Please don't go into that barred portal.
Yeah, Guy Fieri's even talking in chat, like, definitely did not mean to click on it at all. And yes, a magical journey indeed, straight to their death.
I think what happened there is they were clicking too close to the wall.
Yep.
And the portal opened up, and then they clicked the portal.
That's so unfortunate, because I was saying that if they were ever going to turn this game, doing it at Baron would be a chance, because they're engaged with double AoE ults, Nunu able to consume Smite, Symphony able to pick off the back, like they would have a chance, but losing 2 members to a barred portal is rough.
Yep, he's showing off that. Let's go. Anyways, let's keep going.
I got a Yeti right here too. It's nice. It's nice.
I'm wearing a Cloud X HyperX headset, so I don't need no mic. I have a mic. I'm wearing a mic.
Nice. Those are old school, dude. That's like the 2016, 2015 like Cloud9 sponsorship HyperX headset.
I would say the Yeti's nice though. You can get like all ASMR up in here.
Oh yeah, we can do some.
Oh yes, we can make this a beautiful, beautiful stream. Oh yeah.
Seeing just the standard Baron push down mid lane. Playing it slow.
I think they're better off living here, to be honest. They got a wave pushing into bot right now. Necroguy doesn't have Kia, but I do think with Baron that Oof can win a 4v5 pretty easily.
Yeah,
and the wave clear is pretty strong from BDP here. The new snowball in.
I think Bard's dead.
What? Oh my goodness, I didn't even see
barely
how low his health. What on earth happened to him? The camera wasn't following him at all.
The Vladimir got the full combo with ult.
Oh jeez.
I'm not sure why they didn't set up their top lane first. I don't know why they don't have him, the Maokai shoving in top lane and then rotating mid, but...
Oh, Necroguy got
does
caught.
pull in, is taking tower aggro, doesn't flash out. Lucian will manage to survive here. No, the Kane's gonna ult him and he will go down.
Mudkip's in the back firing away.
man.
So
That-
good.
Punch right there. He had no health being taken off. What do you think about that? I think carry beats.
And that's gonna be GG, I believe.
that will
What?
be GG.
I thought they were backing off. I was like, what?
Yeah. Again, the Bard stuns coming in on the Lucian were so clutch. Because I don't think it's hard to see it coming, honestly. Fudgy Ditter's like in the back thinking he's safe, and all of a sudden you're stunned out of nowhere. And that is the power of the Bard. So, second game once again going to Oof. Very, very strong showing here in the preseason, as it were. First
Keep in
game
mind-
before the.
Keep in mind though that like the reason why the two preseason games happening is to try new things, to see what you need to learn. It's a learning experience because nothing counts. Yes, you still need to try your best, but at the same time, it's a great learning experience as a team. And be like, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is what we need to work on as a team, right? You learn from your failures, but you learn more from your failures than you learn from your successes sometimes. Okay? Yeah,
Well,
it's gonna look good,
I
but-
like seeing this because you can kind of see how these teams might be playing out. So obviously, BDP may have their best shot just kind of carrying through their bot lane, and putting on. You know, I'm not sure who's their usual jungler, because Happy by 3 is their sub, right?
Yeah, it's front lash.
Front lash, okay. So with Happy by 3, if you were to get another game in, you know, get someone. Obviously, Noon is a great pick, very tanky. Keep onto those tanks, something that can really help survive in the jungle, and you know, you gotta help your lanes carry, because right now Happy by 3 seem pretty content in the jungle, just kind of farm up, trying not to get beaten up by the Kayn. You gotta make some stuff happen in the other lanes as best you can.
I heard Amumu is a great champion. He's my one trick in the jungle.
Something I wanted to
Great
comment.
champion.
Oh, sorry about that. Something I want to comment on. I noticed both games. I took a look at the stats. The first game, and the first thing I looked at was vision score, and it's pretty much oof all the way across the board is ahead. The only one that's tied is AD carries. Both have the same vision score. Everyone else, Bard has 70 to Pyke's 46. The Maokai is ahead by 31 to 30. Mid lane 39 to 24, and then the jungle 36 to 28. So they're ahead in every position in terms of vision. It was the same for the first game, except for I think Fudgy was ahead slightly in terms of vision.
I noticed
Which vision is so important.
Hike
especially in
did
the
not-
females.
Hike wasn't able to upgrade his Remnant of the Aspect. He never got a ward item finished in that game.
Wait, what?
That's what it shows in my end screen here. It shows
Well, no,
that.
it default shows that item
Oh,
as the
okay.
finished one.
I thought that too, because like he never got a red sweeper. He kept on the yellow ward.
Which is actually typical for a Pike, especially because you can get a dust blade and that does the same job.
True.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna create a poll real quick.
Who do you want to give the MVP poll to this one? Because I don't know if I'm giving it to specifically giving that to Elucida this game, although Elucida did.
I really was feeling Saya Boy. His stuns in team fights were so clutch. Every single time I'm watching on a Fudgy Ditter saying like, hey, here's the damage, here's where he's gonna carry, and all of a sudden he's Bard stunned. And then he can't move and he can't do anything. Like obviously Elucida doing tons of damage, really just kind of carrying through the jungle again. But when it came down to like really clutch moments and clutch plays, Elucida did what Kayn does: goes in, slashes, dashes, slices, autos, ults, and kills everybody. Boy making sure that they had no counterplay to it whatsoever, and showing me that Halo Blade's Bard for sure a solid pick. That I had not seen before.
Halo Blade's Bard, I do agree that Bard did an amazing job actually, putting out that damage, putting out that peel, putting out that disengage. whatever. But I also do want to give a shout out to Mudkips on the Ashe right there. He did what he needs to do. Stay in the backline, auto, keep attacking the enemy champions, hype them away. You did exactly what you need to do as Ashe, which is a utility AD carry, which, yes, you do damage, but you'll also do the slows, the CCs, as well as the Bard. So that Kane can do some of the damage, the Nico can do the damage. If you look at the damage chart, Nico and Kane did more damage than the Ashe, but Ashe, can you look at the CC score? Can you look at that thing or no?
Oh, CC, I don't even know what that is. Is that a thing on
Crowd
there?
control score. Is that a thing on there?
I don't think that's a...
Oh, that's not on thing on custom.
Oh no, it is. It's right here. It's top by the combat. So Ash getting a 34 crowd control score, not the highest on the team.
Not the highest on the team, but like, you still do so much of that just by auto.
I mean, yeah, it's more than anyone on the side of DBP. So I think what I was looking at most, I had the damage charts open. I mean, obviously it's like a meme damage chart, blah blah blah, whatever. But I mean, you can just look at this chart and say, okay, compare the 80 carries. So like only a 2K difference, and that's to be expected with the gold lead. Nico, again, it's only like a 4K difference. Same, it's supposed to be expected. Bard to Pike, I mean, it's a little bit more, but the Bard is like playing crazy damage, Hail of Blades. The Lucian, again, we already compared that. So then we look at the junglers, and you just see 24K to 3.5K. And I think that is like the big difference. The Nunu doesn't have enough pressure, didn't do enough damage for them to win any team fights. I think that was a huge factor, and that's why I personally voted for Elucida as the MVP. Just being able to do that damage and carry the team fights.
Absolutely, like you cannot undermine what Elucida did on damage. I just think the good old utility, I think, wins off the team fights. Team plays.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna give it to Tia Boy. Actually, I do like Tia Boy. Although Mudkips has to be a close second for me here.
For just kind of overall, notes. On the side of Oof, obviously they did very, very well. And Hoagie, I think you're right. Like, people did their job. Mudkips stayed in the back, did his damage, didn't get caught out, did his thing. Boy landing the stuns when they needed to land. Like Lucida coming in and killing literally everybody. Like in that game especially, everybody did their job. There's not much Oof needs to change. The only problem I saw was when they overcommitted back when Baron was up. Steven, you mentioned it. It's like, why didn't they go to Baron and start pressuring that? Why are they just sticking around the jungle? And Maokai ended up getting caught out. Because when you start playing teams that, where the game's a little bit closer, mistakes like that will end up losing you a game. So, play smart, stay smart the whole way through. Don't get too cocky with a lead. And they'll be a really tough team to beat this split.
Certainly, yeah. And yeah, so I close the poll. The winner, 4 votes to 3, is Elucida for game 2 as well. So we can start interviews now. We have to jump to Player of the Game channel real quick.
Alrighty.
Incredible.
Alrighty. And
I'll invite him. I'll invite him. I got it.
Hansu, and then both captains are allowed to come in if they want. And we'll have some questions from chat, from us.
I'll message Hansu. I got it.
I did want to say it too. I think BDP has some really good potential, especially in their bot lane, and like solid showings throughout the other lanes. I know it was really tough having that big of a jungle difference throughout both games. I have I'm hoping to see good things through DBP as well. If they can start playing around their strengths.
Certainly, yeah. Oh, cool. We got Hantu joined. Mudkips. Who else do we need?
Eric.
Um,
I'm messaging him on Facebook because he logged off the league.
What a loser.
What a loser.
Hey, someone else, no former toxicity is allowed in this league. Okay, so please use back.
Hey. Shut up.
Hey, please use back on the whole shut up thing.
It's too aggressive.
Yeah. How dare you?
Your
2019.
jungling was too aggressive, my man.
Oh, it really is.
All right.
Memes.
I actually felt really bad at one point.
Oh, they're there. I
Alright,
forgot that this was happening, low key.
Oh, it's all good.
Way
It's all
to
good.
go.
Yeah,
Thanks for
please don't
joining.
forget.
Huggy, you're not my dad.
Congratulations to Oof for winning both of those games.
Big oof.
Yeah, sorry, just funny hearing that.
Biggest oof of the game was Nunu and Kennen accidentally taking the tunnel by Baron.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
not
that
gonna
was
lie.
big oof.
And that was a big oof, dude.
We were kind of laughing, but also kind of upset because we had just made some good plays, and then we both accidentally took the tunnel.
Dude, that right before you guys took that portal, I was thinking like, this is where BDP comes back. This is like,
Oh, I was coming online. I was dealing damage. So I was
well,
like,
yeah,
let's
you know,
fucking
like,
go.
Vladimir and Kennen ults. Nunu's got consume smite. I was thinking like, dude, they're gonna turn the shit at Baron, and then
And then we
portal. Oh man.
Yeah, so questions for, I think the first question I want to ask is for side of Oof. Did you guys, you changed your bands game too. Was that a pre-planned thing before you even played the first game, or was that based off of the first game, or was there like a reason you did that going into that one?
It's pre-planned because we're going from red side to blue side.
Mm-hmm.
So we already kind of knew what we needed to focus on, and with having that first pick on blue side, that we could take something away without having to ban it.
Right, like which is the Kane pick, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we knew you were gonna go the Kane as soon as you didn't ban it. I figured that was what we were gonna flex with, so that wasn't a surprise. We were trying to plan it accordingly.
right, so then a question, I guess, back to the side of DBP in response to that. You know what? I don't know that you changed your bands too much. I think you maybe added.
We got rid of the Vel'Koz.
Yeah, you got rid of the Vel'Koz in exchange for
A zipper.
Sivir.
No, oh sorry. We took out the Vel'Koz ban we took the Vel'Koz away, took out the
Yeah.
Sliver ban. Words are hard. Excuse me.
Yeah, my brain hurts.
So that was obviously in response to the game before.
Sorta. Ali wanted to try and have more pressure,
Right.
so that she could do something in the early game, and the Vel'Koz just shoved her in the whole time, so she couldn't really respond to anything first. It didn't end up working that way because it wound up being the Vladimir flex we went for. But it's okay. It's always weird having a sub and trying to figure out pick ban right at that last second with somebody new that you're not just playing with. So
Right.
It's
Definitely.
experimenting, you know? It's
Yeah.
important thing about preseason is that you need to know, like, what you need to learn.
exactly.
So it's a learning experience, and nothing counts against you. Take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, I think I haven't seen the other games tonight, obviously, but I think that's probably going to be a reoccurring thing we're going to see in every VOD. I mean, even last night in my game, at both teams, you know, everybody's got errors that they need to fix. Everyone's got issues in pick ban. They're still working out kinks, and that's to be expected. So
I was generally pretty happy with our pick ban on the whole. I felt like both games we had the tools we needed to make shit happen. And the cannon counter pick worked pretty well actually. So that was a good route to go with. That was kind of Fudgy's idea, and I was like, you know what, I'm in. And so I was pretty happy with how we drafted, which that's always been my worst part as a captain. So I was glad to see that went pretty well to start it off, to kind of start off the season at least. So.
awesome.
And,
That's good to
and
hear.
an improvement is always a goal here, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think what we noticed, at least if you look in the VODs, you'll see me comment on this a lot, but I think the important differentiation that you need to understand from PMA LCS to solo queue is the team coordination, the communication between the team members. Like, you need to get that groove going. And if you don't get that groove going, then what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, it's just a matter of, I think, playing more together for every team. You're just playing together, spamming different champions, different comps, talking a lot. So, anyway, does chat have any questions? I don't see any, but if chat has any questions,
Chat questions. Name the questions.
I had a quick question while we wait for chat here. For Mudkips, for Team Oof here, what like obviously things seem to be going very smoothly throughout the whole game. Like, what is your communication like on your end? Like, do you have somebody shot calling? Because everything seems to be going smoothly, but we don't really know what your comms are like.
We don't really have like one specific shot caller. I guess if we have like someone who want to brand that, it would be Hansu, Elisita. But we really, all of us are really talking and explaining what's going on, and that's kind of why I drafted this team. Was I've played with all these people before, other than Necro. I had never played with him, but I watched him a little bit in the combine. I'd played with these people and knew that they kind of have that natural instinct just to start saying what needs to be done instead of okay, I need to be led on this whole thing. I need to be on a leash the entire time and told where to go and all that. And so I knew going in that we wouldn't have an issue with communication, like overall. That we'd have like little small things where whether it's team fight, we have to call out targets, stuff like that. Overall, I think that's probably one of our strengths to start with.
Cool.
But definitely room for improvement. Like, we may have played really well, like up front and like on this big screen and all that, and looked really good. But there's definitely stuff we can work on.
Everyone has something to work on. You guys got this. Everybody's got this. We'll all improve in the end as a team.
very true. Looks like we got a question it's the identical questions from two people, copy pasta. Why wouldn't you let Necro play the Croc?
I was fully on board with giving him the Croc game too, low key. I've been working on some Renekton counters because I noticed a couple new Renekton players coming into the league, so that would have been a good time to test some of them out. But it was kind of a team decision, knowing it is Necro's most played, and knowing that Renekton is in a pretty good place. It was a risk that the team wasn't wanting to deal with, even though I said I felt confident on other picks and that. But it's all good. I wasn't going to give him to it on blue side. I wasn't letting him counter pick me. But hell no. That definitely. But on red side, I thought about taking away that.
Interesting. Any other questions from other casters?
No, but I do want to say a shout out to the other team, to DBT as well. You guys had
DBP.
DBP, Hoagie.
DBP.
It's not don't ban Poppy. It's don't ban Poppy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Valiant effort. I wanted to say good job. Valiant effort. Okay.
No, thanks. I was proud of my dudes, especially Keegan, who rebounded really strong after that first game. The first game was rough, obviously.
Yeah.
Came back second game, was making some good plays, making some stuff happen, and didn't let it get to him. Because that was the thing I had to reassure him. He's like, I just went like 07, and I'm like, bro, Hans made me go 112 in playoffs this year. Fine.
And see, that's what you need to learn as a someone who plays in PMA. I fed my freaking ass off. Season 3 when I was forced to play AD carry. Thanks, Frank. I fed for half a season. I think
only half.
Eric,
oh,
sorry, more than half.
I love you, Hoagie.
Eric remembers this.
The play that epitomized Hoagie in season 3, because Sal was your support. We were playing you guys, and I'm on Sejuani, and you and Sal was on Tom Kenshi, you were on something. You were by Dragon, and Sal was about to ult you to mid lane to make a play. Sal ults, I throw my ult at Sedge, stun you, Sal goes through the DP mid, and you just die. And I was like, that is so sad. You just got left behind. Yeah, right. Like that, I feel like the most Hoagie death of season 3.
But hey, don't you think I've improved by the end of the season?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You played really well in season 3 for sure.
But
I
then
mean,
again,
your teammates semis, and
and
that's definitely something to be said for that. So
anyways, have a good night. I ended up becoming a Twitch one trick though. Let's be real. I became a Twitch one trick.
the most Eric death, if we're gonna play this game, the most Eric death was then season 4. I'm on Scion, you're on Twitch, and I'm sitting in bot lane, and I see it, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and kill Hoagie. So I ult at you. Your tier 2 tower's still up. I'm now in between your tier 2 and your inhib tower. I get both of your sums, and I'm like walking away, and then I just hear an Orn horn. And I'm like, well, I'm dead. it was like the most Eric death I could have had. Good memories, good memories.
Good memories. Anyways, have a good night, everyone.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
I'm gonna go.
Good games, guys.
Oh wait, are we still
Shout out for
streaming?
Jumpus who's also watching this.
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
hey,
play Overwatch. Bye.
I dozed off. What I missed.
Thanks for
Did
tuning
you
in,
guys watch game tomorrow? I don't know if there's 2 or just our game, Hoagie.
There's 2. There's 1 at
okay.
9 and there's 1 at 10. And you're
I
not
will
even
not-
playing in our game.
I know, but I want people to
Dad.
watch it and enjoy it because I will be doing
You know what?
very important.
I don't even know what role I'm playing, so you know what? It's okay. It's a secret. It's a secret from all of us. For all of us.
Nobody knows, not even our team. All right, well, peace out, y'all. 'Twas
Actually, our
fun.
team knows. Bye.
Bye.